about now? There we go. Jeez. I know. It probably wasn't worth hearing anyways. I was giving you all the secret to the universe. It just wasn't worth it listening to, I guess. Y'all missed the secret of the universe. I can't repeat it either. Would you stop that? Actually, I was talking about time zones and how I always have my brain set off to Eastern time zone because that's where I grew up, spent most of my life, right? And with all this travel that we do, I am always gauging everything against Eastern time zones. Sorry guys, you're out. No secret to the universe. And when I go live in the morning, because I had some things to do, because we're going to Oklahoma this weekend. My hair looks horrible. I go, okay, if I go on live now, it is this time, right? So it's 9:46 now. That means it's 10:46, 11:46. Yeah, 11:46. It's in the afternoon for most people that are in the Eastern time zone. Eastern time zone rules. No, I didn't get the cards. Lori, I actually have the decks of cards. I was looking for more descriptions and stuff, and they're just hard. It's hard to find the description behind them. I know they're based on the Rider-Waite decks, and I should have brought them in there. I have to do math, and it's early for me to do math, right? Still morning in Eastern. It's not noon yet. So I'm still above board, really, when it comes to the morning. So right after I'm done with this, I'm going to meditate. Right? I'm going to get some meditation, get my meditation on. It's 9 a.m. there where Diana is, still early, right? And so I'll get my meditation on after I'm done with this, and then I'm going to be recording the journey to the center of the Merkaba. Now, I'm going to tell you that this one has flustered me a little bit. And I've kind of been sitting here going, okay, I know I need to do this. I need to get this recorded. I'm sharing at the same time. I need to get this recorded. But for some reason, I'm tentative about it. And normally I just sit down and boom, and we just go. And I know that no, she drinks coffee all day. No, I switched to tea later on in the afternoon. So at this moment, I'm sitting here not having any clue, which is how it goes every meditation. But for some reason today, I'm just a little nervous to step off into this journey. And Metatron is just like, just do it. Just step off. Just step off and do it. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. It's going to go wonderful. It always does. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, I trust. Yeah, you're right, Lori. But it's just one of those things. I'm a little bit of a control freak, and this seems like a really big journey. It seems like a really big journey, and I don't know what he's going to tell me to say. So anyways, I just jump off that cliff. It does feel like a cliff today for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. I think there's a shift in energy that I have coming up. And when I have that coming up, I always feel like the carpet's going to be pulled out from underneath me. And generally they pull it out very efficiently. And then I go, oh, look at that, new spirits. And it's okay because it's part of the journey, right? It's part of the journey. I have air conditioning. Can you guys hear the air conditioner? I switched out air conditioners today. Can you guys hear it? I probably will kick myself for not doing it, sir. Mr. Fry doesn't understand I'm online. No, I'm online. Okay, you guys can't hear it? Fabulous. Now, the one that was in here yesterday would have been extremely loud, but it cranks out the air conditioning really well. This one has it at a cool 69 degrees in here. I'm happy and it's quiet. So there we go. And I'll turn it off while I record though, because the recorder I'm going to use is really, it catches a lot of stuff. But this weekend we decided, because, why not? We're going to Oklahoma, We're just going to jump in the car and go from Santa Fe to Oklahoma, take the dogs on a trip because the dogs need to get out, I guess. No, we're going to go get some more stuff from our house in Oklahoma and get some paperwork done so that we can send off the sale contract. And we're going to just keep going back and forth. And so no central, no. This house was built in the 40s, and it is like a mud adobe home. And it was built by the gentleman that still inhabits the home. And it's very difficult to change the electric in these because they're concrete. Very difficult to change the electric in them. There is, get this, girls, nary. There's one outlet in the kitchen, one, and it's on a wall, nowhere near a counter. In the bathroom, nah, there's nothing in the bathroom, no plug sockets at all, which is okay with me because I don't use a blow dryer, I don't use curling irons. You can tell this morning, right? And guess who I get to see in an hour or so? Who, Tanya? Who? So there's no way to mess with the electric here. She's going to switch out because the whole house has just 2-prong plugs. So we're stringing, of course, stringing extension cords all over the place with circuit breakers, but each one of them has to have the extender on it. So it's a real pain in the ass. And, but at least if it has that ground slot in there, I can use regular plugs and I don't have things falling out all over the place. Yeah, whatever. You can add with outside piping. She talked about that. And she didn't really care to, at this point in owning the home, ruin the outside aesthetic of the home. I have no problem with it, really. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I just go, well, there's another extension cord. If you guys could look right next here, just because the desk finally got put together yesterday. So excited. I can't wait to get my cards out. I have some up on the shelf already. How silly is it to buy the exact same desk, right? I like the desk. I like the desk. So I bought the exact same desk and put it together. And so here I am, all comfortable. My sister, Joanna Burkhart, is flying in to help me U-Haul my stuff up to the UP. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Phaedra, right? I need to find a new hairdresser. My old one folded up due to COVID. I'm so sorry about that. Just didn't open back up, made me very sad. I was looking for a hairdresser. A lot of people folded up from COVID, right? And it really hurt the hairdressers and nail technicians. It really hurt them. $70. Conduit inside. I don't think she'll go for that. And I'm not pressuring her. I mean, she is an incredible landlady. I mean, just incredible landlady. Really an incredible landlady. We're so blessed. $70 for a haircut, y'all. $70. You know, I give a haircut like every 6 weeks. No. Yes, Chelsea, I know it's exciting, right? Isn't it silly that such a funny little thing would make me extremely happy? But when we put the hutch on the desk yesterday, I was like, oh, thank goodness. Now I'm just missing my microphone and my computer. I'm working off my laptop way too much, but I do a razor cut. And fine art absolutely affected by COVID, absolutely. And it's an 80s thing, you know, to get a razor cut. Not a lot of people do them anymore. They're like, they don't teach it in school. They didn't teach it in school. Like when I went to school, everybody did razor cuts, but that was a long time ago. Tanya, the ceilings are amazing. You know, I really think that sometime next year, we'll just do a small, hey, if anybody wants to come and shoot the shit kind of gathering here in Santa Fe, that I think it would be a fabulous idea. You guys, Santa Fe is so cool. I went to the farmer's market the other day, and it was the Tuesday farmer market, so it was very small, but it was really, really cool. Everything was so just wholesome looking, you know, but barbers do razor cuts. Yeah, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So, But I think it would be really interesting experience because silly me didn't realize that Santa Fe was a tourist town until we went downtown, and I was like, what? And Sam and I were talking about it. It feels very Santa Fe, not Santa Fe. It feels very St. Croix. So when oh, that's a great idea, Kelly. I can call the school and well, find if there's a school here. I'm sure there is, and see if they teach razor cuts. Do it myself. No, I went to school for hairdressing, but you don't want me to do that. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. So downtown has this feeling very much as you're walking down the streets of old Puerto Rico or St. Croix, uh, even St. Thomas. It feels very, very Caribbean. Sam and I were like, what? The energy is very Hawaii. I wish I had a better way to explain it. The energy is very Hawaii, but the atmosphere downtown is very Caribbean. So lots of music, lots of fun stuff going on. The only thing I'm missing is Mocha Jambi. So I hope, good morning, Judy. I hope everybody's having a good day as well. Aljanese, your husband, some clippers. All of our boys do their own hair. My dad does his own hair. He cuts like that. But maybe I need a Flowbee. It's a very artistic community, very artistic. I'm hoping, and I overheard somebody talking about a drum circle. I was in a Native American instrument shop, and I heard somebody talking about a drum circle, and then they walked away, so I couldn't ask them. But I'm looking for the drum circle in the area. But guess what? All my drums are in Oklahoma, and that will change this weekend. So we were sitting at I know we're just talking this morning so far. We were sitting at a restaurant, which is kind of like a Mexican cuisine, Denny's. Serious, amazing. We had sopapilla omelet, like they make an omelet and then put it inside a sopapilla. What the heck? And we were sitting there, and across the aisle from us was an artist, and he was eating his breakfast, and he had displayed all of his art, was selling his art from the booth across from us. And I'm like, I want some, but we're going to be here for a while, so I don't want to go just buying a bunch of stuff right out the gate. But everywhere we go, we try to buy something that we can look back and go, oh, that's amazing. So my hope is, did I pack it? Oh, it's in Oklahoma. Behind me, and it just come to me, behind me is the perfect place on the wall to put my whales, my mom and baby whale, to hang on the wall. That's going to be one of the things that you guys will see up there. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of place to put fluffy stuff in view because, of the direction of the desk, but it'll be okay. Okay, morning, Angel. Angel's working her butt off, putting up pools in Florida, man. She is my sister working her butt off. Can you load the shamanic journey to your animal totem on Kajabi? It should be there. Isn't it there, Kelly? I'll look, but it should be there. If not, we'll do it again. Okay. So for those of you that were not here last night, I'm going to pull one of these cards. We bought this deck, and they were absolutely gorgeous. Sam started pulling from them last night. They're stunning. They're really stunning. They're called the Divine Abundance. Pretty. They're called the Divine Abundance. I'll look, Kelly. I'll look. I don't know why I feel so much pressure about today's meditation. And what Sam was pointing out was, for whatever reason, now some of them are not including books. This is a full-size deck, like the smaller decks that we sell, the playing card size. They're now giving you a code. So this is the deck. Where are you supposed to put the Ashtar question? On My Mystical Life, there is a post. I should have pinned it, but I didn't. I'm trying to think of what's there. It's a gentleman it's a guy sitting on top of a planet is a picture, glowing. So this is the Divine Abundance deck. Let's pull a card for today, shall we? And Buford's done with me. My mom would say, knock that shit off, Lisa. I think that too, Kelly. It's just one of those things. You get at the cusp of something. All right. This is a really good feeling deck of cards, by the way. Some cards feel very flimsy, and this deck feels, I don't know, it has a really, I can see you, Renee. Good morning, Renee. Okay, so we're going to pull from this deck this morning. We're going to pull one. Oh my gosh, how many people have a problem with this? I have a problem. I have a problem with this. I'm sorry. I thought I just saw somebody put their face around the corner of the door. Probably just a trick of vision for me, but I just thought I saw a shadow come around the corner of the door and just kind of peek in. We have a lot of problem with this. And because I think as women, men have a problem with this anyways. Okay. But hands down, men have a problem with this. But women, we're told, if you have too much, we're taught from a young age, don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Hi, Raven. Good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Good. Welcome. Everybody drop Raven a welcome. Women have a lot of problem with this receiving, right? How many times have you turned something down because you felt like, oh, somebody else can use it but more? I know, isn't it great, Anne-Marie, when you can feel the deck and go, oh my gosh, it just feels great. Receiving. How often have you turned something down because you felt somebody needed it or deserved it more than you, or were embarrassed to accept? That's a big one right there, right? Embarrassed to accept. Because a lot of people suck at receiving. A lot of people suck at receiving. I know I still suck at receiving. I still do. And I know that. But it's something we all work on. Yeah, we feel guilt. We feel guilt for taking, accepting, receiving. And we shouldn't, because we are, what again are we, y'all? We're divine, we're beautiful, and we're worthy. It says, every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. And this is what, I know, he keeps strolling in and out. He's like, the air conditioning here is awesome. Women are taught to be givers. You're so right. Women are taught to be givers. Oh, you haven't seen the other one yet, Raven. You see the other one? All you can see is paws. They're adorable. Thank you. We're taught to be givers and not receivers. And I believe this is one of, by the way, we will have a new psychic development class coming up. I just have to get situated, all of our stuff here first, settled in. But everybody's an intuitive, right? We've gone over this. We've established this. Everybody in the face of the planet is intuitive. And my guides were talking about this first thing this morning. And they were saying, so this is for somebody on here specifically. It really is. Everybody's an intuitive. If you doubt yourself, you're pedaling backwards. If somebody doubts you or gives you doubt, tells you you're not worthy, why are you around that energy, right? Why are you around that energy? Because we need to have people around us that are uplifting and love us for who we are. And when I say everybody's an intuitive, there is not one person on the planet that isn't. There can't be. Because we have a higher self, right? We have a higher self, that percentage that we leave on the other side that is there just to keep a watch, and we can reach up for information. It's how we access our Akashic records, all those things. So don't hang out with people that are crappy. Hang out with people that are uplifting. And when you say, hey, you know what, I feel like I had an epiphany today. If someone goes, so you really thought you talked to spirit? Wow. Okay, I need to cancel lunch today. Then cancel lunch, right? Julia Hightower says, always wanted to be more in touch, but I have no idea where to start. Ground, center, protect, meditate. If you are not good at meditating, I suck at at meditating. I do shamanic journey, and I use science to get my brain into the brainwave. But guess what? Shamans have been using science to do this forever. Science is just now catching up. The theta brainwave is induced by drumming. Is induced by a drumming. So when you are, if you want to get involved in it, hang around, because I'll tell you what, we have a wonderful group of people that are always willing to share information. Don't forget, you guys can go to Late Bloomers, Star Seeds and Intuitives. I think it's Star Seeds and Intuitives. I don't even remember anymore. Our group, and Late Bloomers, Healers and Intuitives, Star Seeds, Healers, I don't know. And ask questions, because that's where it really starts, right? Ask questions, be curious, then you're connecting with your guides. Your guides going, aha, wait, aha. So when we can bring in the joy, we can bring in the questions, we can bring in a little meditation, find ourselves, then we really bloom, right? Jenna's awesome. Love Jenna. I love Jenna. So it is important that we find our path if this is what you want to do, right? If this is what you, now there's Kelly's going to an in-person shamanic journey night. It's so much more powerful when you have a bunch of people in a room. Absolutely. Aha! Thank you, Billy Crystal. Good catch, Anna. So, by the way, I have to say, all right, I have a pop in. Good morning, Joanne. I heard you're on a way to, you're on a trip. I have a pop in. You guys want to hear a little bit from Robin Williams? Because I have a pop in on that. I have a pop in. He's Robin Williams. I just love Robin Williams. And I didn't expect him to pop in on that, but he finds that hysterical. Like they did that all the time. It was just something that I can see Robin Williams doing it to Billy Crystal, right? And aha, can you guys see Robin Williams just being in person with Billy Crystal and just rolling some of his own movie lines back at him and doing it perfectly? Miracle Max, right? Doing it perfectly. He was such an incredible energy on this plane of existence for us. It's such a blessing. You're not on a trip? Oh, no. I'm thinking of Joanna Burkhart. We have a lot. I'm sorry. So he was such an incredible gift to us, right? Doing that was Miracle Max from The Princess Bride, where Billy Crystal would go, aha, and Robin Williams would mimic him and could do it perfectly. He could do it perfectly. Couldn't you just see him doing it, like being out in public and with his friend Billy Crystal, and go out and do something like that? And it would just be he's an incredible energy. And he talks about so this is him getting a little serious, right? He says, the feeling that hey Nancy Bulliard, he talks about the love that you feel with a newborn baby, or the love you feel with somebody that is really in your heart and you absolutely love them, and that feeling, right? That feeling you get right here. He says this is the feeling he has for humanity, and that he comes back when that relief is needed, when that feeling of joy and elation is needed. And he just is this incredible soul. And he talks about passing, that the people that were closest to him know him, right? And they knew after the passing that he did it so he didn't bring he didn't bring suffering to his joy, so that it was a legacy of joy rather than pain. And he wasn't here to bring and leave a memory of pain for people, although I feel the pain, right? I feel the loss of him. profoundly. He's going to make me cry. Because he was a huge part of our life, wasn't he? He was a huge, from Mork and Mindy all the way through, he was a huge part of our life. And you knew that if you went to see a Robin Williams film, it was going to be dynamic, it was going to be fun, and you were going to either come away thinking or you were going to come away laughing. And he was an excellent person, excellent actor, an excellent person. I don't know anything about the handkerchief. He talks about, I don't know. He talks about a purple and a red handkerchief, and they're silk. I don't know. Did he do Up Close Magic, you guys? Does anybody know if Robin Williams did What Dreams May Come? I've not watched that one yet. Does anybody know if Robin Williams did Up Close Magic? Because I see him pulling silk scarves out of a pocket. Okay, calm, settle. Wait. I know someone's out there Googling it. Did Robin Williams do Up Close Magic? Oh, the movie Patch Adams, right? Oh, he did do magic in Patch Adams, didn't he? Yeah, we're going to have to watch it. You did? Okay, thank you, Judy. Because he makes this magic reference. And he says, you see this? You see these handkerchiefs coming out of my hand? You see this, right? You see this? You know it's a trick. You know it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You know I have a ball of handkerchiefs in my hand. But while you're watching right here, aren't you distracted? Isn't it beautiful? You're just watching me. You're distracted. And look at all the things that are going around in the background that you are. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about here. Okay, guys, so don't shoot the messenger. You have no idea what's going on in the background. Just watch those handkerchiefs, you guys. Watch those handkerchiefs. The people that truly are interested, I guess is the best word, in knowing what's going on around them. The people that are truly invested in their spiritual journey and can see beyond the handkerchiefs are the ones that are not going to be knocked off their ass with knowledge when this revelation comes. I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about, there's something going on spiritually in the background that we're just not paying attention to, that we're not seeing. It's in front of us, but we're paying attention to what we're told to be paying attention to. And he says, aren't you good at that? Aren't we good? Aren't humans great at following the leader and paying attention to what we're told is important and not looking beyond that? Because there's so many other things that are out there for us to go down the rabbit hole for. And what may be somebody else's niche might not be yours. And you can dip into a bunch of different things, and not one of them feels like home. When you find your niche, it's going to feel like home, and it's going to be in your heart, and you're going to be like, I'm so comfortable here. And that comfort is this. And don't believe the illusion of you only have one path. And we've talked about this before, that Spirit's always moving the goalpost, right? And he loved his children. He shows me him holding a child doing this. What the hell was that? Come off my phone. And this is what he does. He says, feel the joy. Don't stress about it. Don't put a pin in the map. Don't put a pin in the map. Let it come to you. Enjoy it. That is when it's truly amazing, is when you're enjoying it. When you're enjoying the journey. It's not about the destination, you guys. The destination, we all know what the destination is, right? Right? What's the destination? Life between lives. The healing and the reset. No, we come here for the journey. So how much are you going to smile on your journey? How much joy can you find? Or are you stuck living in the day-to-day? Get up, eat, go to lunch, go to work, lunch, come home, dinner, watch television, sleep. How many people do that? How many people know people that that's all they do? How many people know people or are a person that goes and finds a mountain ledge and enjoys and revels in the beauty of a valley in the morning? That's just an image he's giving me of standing there, enjoying nature, enjoying this gift of an incredible planet that we're on. Because so many of us right here, right now, have come from to this planet, but we are varied and we're diverse, and we have been to so many other planets, but not this one that has so much beauty. There's none comparable, is what he's saying. There's none comparable to our beauty. There's different kinds of beauty, but ours is loaded with so much diversity in both humans and animals and plants and everything that makes up where we are. And that any trial that we come against in this lifetime is worth it. Even though we feel as if we're being pushed too far, or I would never have selected to do this, we do it because we are trying to move forward. We're trying to learn. We're trying to embrace all of the things that are going to take us forward. Because this is what we are. We're in college. We're in school. So everything from the smallest bug to the largest animal is here with divine purpose. And he even talks about, I bet you didn't think I could be so poetic. But from this side, everything is different. From this side, he now understands his struggles. And he understands why he felt alone. Alone. And he'll say that again. He felt alone. Can you imagine being Robin Williams and feeling alone? He says he felt like he had echoes in his heart. And yes, he had love. He had a wife and he had children. And he knew that people watched him and loved what he did. But he says, but did they really know me? They didn't really know me. They knew characters that I played. And he was longing for, as most starseeds do, something a little bit more. Just out of reach. But do not mistake him. This is not why he ended his life. He ended his life out of compassion and love. And that everything he did was guided by Archangel, was attended, not guided, attended with Archangel Michael. Because he talks about the divine questions that needed to be answered at that time for him. His time here was absolutely done. And it was a time he needed to heal. He needed some healing. I'm not talking about a physical sense of healing either. He also talks about the amount of energy he gave to this particular lifetime. He underestimated the amount of energy he was going to need for this particular lifetime. He's like, I was coming to the end of my reserves, man. I was exhausted. And he does not mourn. He does look down and see how people may mourn how he passed. But he says a lot of people will do it their own way, right? Whether it's naturally or through choice. And there is no hell. So there's no hell for Robin Williams, you guys. Absolutely. There's no hell for anybody who commits suicide. Why would divine energy, why would the energy that loves everything on this planet condemn those that are suffering the most to hell, to purgatory, to pain and suffering? Don't you think the divine energy that loves everything would say, come home. I love you. We will heal together, and then you can try again. Nanu, nanu, right? I agree with that, Kelly. Hell only exists on earth. So just consider he went back for healing and went back to the divine for love. Because we don't know another person's suffering, do we? I know, Anne Marie, me neither. I watch a lot of his movies and I cry. I was really surprised that he popped up on the Billy Crystal, just because I've done that so many. How many times have you guys seen me do that in the last couple of weeks? Right, where it's aha, and he just popped in like aha. I was like, oh hell. So you know, you go through a debriefing, but you also go through major healing. Healing is so important when after the human experience, because it is so traumatic and so buried that there's no time frame either as to how long somebody will remain on the other side before they come back. So they could be there 100 years healing, depending on how traumatic their life was, or just learning. They may not be ready to come back yet. So there's so much that happens on the other side. I'm going to go watch What Dreams May Come. Yeah. Who else watches this movie and cry? I mean, you're right, Brenda. He gave so much to the world. That's all he did was give. He gave, and he accepted money for what he did, right? But do you think he was more of a giver or a receiver? With Robin Williams, do you think he was more of a giver or a receiver? I look at Keanu Reeves this way as well. Is he more of a giver or a receiver? Right? There's so many stories about Keanu Reeves. Just give. That man gives up so much. Absolutely. He passed on my daughter's birthday. Oh. There's there's quite a few stories where Robin Williams would only hire homeless people. Did you guys know that? When he did movies, they were required to employ so many homeless people in the area that he was doing movies. Oh, and he'll continue giving lifetime after lifetimes for people that get to watch his movies. Dead Poet Society. When I watched Dead Poet Society, it was his first serious movie, and we come out of that movie theater going, it's the first time I'd ever paid $10 to go see a movie. It was with Mr. Fry on our first official date. Oh, Keanu Reeves is also a huge giver. All right, guys, with that, not what I expected for the morning, but we go with the flow, right? We go with the flow. Dogs are making themselves super comfortable. They like the rug. Oh, Captain, my you just gave me goosebumps. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Right? I seriously have goosebumps all over the place. Oh, gosh. Goosebumps. Oh, Captain, my Captain. It's such a dynamic movie. All right, guys. Good morning, Vietnam. Oh, don't even get me started. Good morning, Vietnam. You know, Robin Williams is in the house when I start something with that. That's such an amazing movie. It's such an amazing movie. Okay, Nancy. I'll call you I need a few minutes, and then I'll give you a call. Okay, awesome. All right. I will talk to you guys not tomorrow morning. Sorry, we are on our way to Oklahoma, I think, after this, and not directly, but a little bit. And so the meditation will be out on mymysticallife.com for members tomorrow morning. And do you ever see spirits in the films he makes? You know what? Honestly, you guys, I shut down. I don't do a whole lot of like intuitive work unless I'm geared to do it, and it's a blessing for me. I consider it a huge blessing. Favorite though is definitely Mork and Mindy. Yeah, I love Mork and Mindy. But Nancy, I will call you in just a few minutes. And everybody have a great day. Whether we go live this weekend before I take my computer down in Oklahoma, I don't know. It's going to be a whirlwind in Oklahoma, and I'm trying to get back into a flow. You know how it goes with a move, right? So, all right, guys, have a great day. If I don't talk to you tomorrow, then have a great weekend. And we'll get back into a really steady flow at the beginning of next week. So find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine because you are. And I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.